Javon, you got a score prediction?
Yeah.
What?
We're gonna win against the Toros.
What's the score prediction?
It's gonna be 42-0.
42-0. That's a blowout.
Yeah.
Well, hey, football fans, another year out here in San Marcos, CFPO Fields. This time, the AU Jags, black on black, led out by the United States flag, taking on the Toros from New Braunfels. They'll be in the white jerseys today. First game of the season. Gonna find out what everybody's made of. Stay with us. Correction, the Toros are in a dark uniform as well, so could be problematic for these kids to tell each other apart. Most of the New Braunfels Toros team has white helmets, though the two captains out there for the Jags have white as well. Captains for the Jags are Matthew and Darren. Darren's playing quarterback, Matthew playing the fullback spot. Certainly both playmakers in their own right. So Jags kicking off, and they will defend with the wind at their backs. Adriel puts a boot into it, and one of the better kicks you'll see at this age, and just recovered by number 8 of the Toros, probably a safe play, and that's where they'll have it. Call it the 33 to start. First play of the season, and for a lot of these kids, the first play of their young football careers. It's a 4-4 stack for the Jags defense. Two corners on the outsides, and Matthew the high single safety, and a bit of a slot T look for the Toros. Snap good, handoff up the middle, got a little room. Matthew couldn't grab him. Brody finds him from the back, and Darren helps on top, but it's a first down with one play for New Braunfels. A new first down for the Toros, and their set remains the same. Nobody split out, just a single big boy in the backfield for them.
Watch the ball, guys!
Quarterback under center. And he will hand to him the other side. He'll bounce it outside. Runs into his own player. We call that friendly fire as the lead blocker bumps him down, but it's a pickup of 2.
Let's go, D!
Just shy of midfield, so the spot for second down still inside of Toros territory. Set remains the same. 0. Checks things with his coach. Calls signals. And they're going to call a false start on the far side and back him up 5.
Go down!
Replay, second down from the 43 now. Line to gain is nearly the opposite 40, and another false start, so 2 in a row. And this is common at this age, which is one of the reasons why coaches are permitted all season long on the field. Whistle blows to commence play. And they move the down marker to second, but it still should be first. It's an in-around give to 3. Gonna try his speed. Carlos can't quite get him. Matthew hangs on, and a good low tackle by Brody. So they get quite a bit of it back across midfield, and it should be second now, and call it about 6. Down marker still says third. Don't know if that's correct, if the referees don't see it. It's always a mystery out here. 10-minute running clock, 3:30 to play in the first quarter. And only about play number 3 of actual action here, so it may be the second quarter before the Jags get the ball. They need a stop here to still have an offensive set in the first quarter. Same formation, one split to the right side, and back to the bread and butter, left side, and Brody and Carlos, I believe, hang on. And it's going to be shy of the first. We'll see if it's third or fourth. It is fourth down, 2 yards to go, into the wind.
Watch the ball, defense!
We'll see if the Toros do something different as they're lining up a little differently, perhaps. Looks like an offset eye, or maybe no, it's like a trips on the wing side to the right. 0, quarterback likely will maybe follow his blockers around the end or maybe go forward. Nope, following to the right side, dips back a bit, and a stick there by Brody! And Brody Bell takes him down. No flags, it'll be a turnover on downs, and it'll give the Jags the offense. First play of offense for the Jags this season. Tight end to the left side, 2 split, I formation. Darren hands off to Brody in the back, through the middle, and he maybe climbs forward for a couple. So already a quarter change, so you see that drives are at a premium, and you better take advantage of what you got with a 10-minute running clock. So going the other way, from about the 45-yard line, need about 8. Strength to the right side in the form of Grady at tight end. Dive play to Matthew, but commotion in the middle, no gain, couldn't get anything going. Third down, all of it to get still. They'll try the same formation, and Darren is gonna fake it and try to keep it around the edge, try to get outside of 17, he can't, try to get turned around and they find him, stack him up, and he loses a yard.
Go Jags!
So 3 wide for the Jags, Sarin in motion, and he's gonna get it on the jet sweep, looking to go up and north and he can't, racked up by 24, who's been a monster, or maybe 20, call it. But there is a flag, and they're going to say not enough guys on the line, probably for the offense. That'll be declined, and that defense back out for the Jags. So Toros back on offense, going in from the 45. Dive play, and gets past the front line. Found from the back, and that may be Carlos. Coming from the backside, looked like a dark visor, or maybe Brody Bell. Everything between the tackles so far for the Toros, and it's been the most successful part of the game. They just need 2 to pick up their second first down of the late morning here. We've just crossed into noon. Coach is getting them set. 2 wingbacks facing the inside.
Hold them, Jags!
And it's the give to 20. He's the one who made that tackle last time. He hits the gas through the middle, tackles, and Sarin tried to hang on, and him and Darren tag team to take 20, a player down just as he crosses the 20, and the Toros in business.
Watch the ball!
Toros on the move, and 20 remains on the left side. 21 bounces outside, racing to the edge, and got around the edge, found by Darren. Darren knocks him out of bounds, but not before the Toros have another first down and a first and goal situation. 2:40 in the half, scoreless. Toros threatening, just inside the 10. 0 will open to his left side, hand to 20 around the right side, and gets past the defensive end and scores. Got a couple bumps, but no tackles, and the Toros strike first. A 2-minute warning will stop the clock in both halves, so it's paused at 2 as the Toros prepare for their extra point. And a late snap, but 20 gets it and untouched around the right side. Defensive end gets sucked in and got to come downhill to play on the edge. 8-0. Toros on top. Toros send this one down deep, and Grady, I believe, falls on it. And a little late contact there. Try number 2 for the Jags offense. And they'll start on about the 37-yard line. They netted about 2 yards in total on that first effort. And so they'll see if they can't better that output. Toros in also a 4-4 stack with 2 corners and a safety, so similar defenses on both sides. But the Jags in the pro set I formation. Darren is going to give it to Brody, underhand, and the line collapses, and he's got company in the backfield before he could say, help me. Half number 2, an 8-0 ball game. Toros on top, and they're set to kick uphill and into the wind. And a good stick over to the far side. Matthew recovers it, and he had company barreling down on him, so good on him to fall on it. Toros pretty mistake-free so far today, barring the 2 false start penalties they had in the first drive. Jags trying to get something going here on offense. Second drive of the day, right before the half ended, stalled out because of it. Brody had company in the backfield and a form tackle made. Got to be a little quicker in the backfield in the execution because that Toro defense is coming storming. 2nd and 12. And Darren looking to throw it, wheels out to his left, and he's sacked before he can get the ball off. Toro defense just playing faster than that Jag offense can go. And so just not a fair fight on the line of scrimmage so far. 8, the defensive end on the near side there, showing us his number, responsible for blowing that last one up. And he comes storming in again. Darren throws it, incomplete pass, not sure who he was looking for, Matthew in the area. 4th and 16, spot the 37, I formation. Brody, your deep man. Darren opens up. You got to keep it quarterback sneak style. Around the left side, he's got a little room there. Darren puts the foot in the ground and he's out near the first down, but just shy. It will be a turnover on downs, but by far the most successful offensive play of the day for the Jags, showing a glimmer of hope. Running back for the Toros looks about a yard or two deeper than he had been. Just wanted to get the charge on it. Right side, and a good tackle made by Grady, I believe. Or Darren, maybe. It was in that far side defensive end, so I thought that was the position, but I think Darren from the outside backer comes up and wraps up the feet for a gain of 2.
Watch the ball, Jags.
2nd and 8, just into Jag territory. Still an 8-0 ball game with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Handoff, the end around, coming around, and company in the backfield couldn't hang on. And then Grady and Brody still on his feet. And then Soren cleans up the action after a first down. So guys in position, but not wrapping up. And the Toros made them pay for it. 1st and 10 on the 40, going in. Give is to 89, right side off tackle, runs into a big body, but keeps moving forward, finds the center of the field. And not sure who it was that gets credit for it, but a 10-yard gain. 2nd and an inch is how they spot it. And so we'll see if the Toros decide to sneak forward for that inch or stick to the original playbook. 2 tights, 2 wings, single back, 0 under center. 23 out, about 2 steps to the right side, and he'll get it, and then company in the backfield, and Brody wraps him up. I think it was Grady who stormed in there, and maybe Truckee too. In fact, we'll give Truckee the credit for blowing the thing up first, and it's a loss of some to make it 3rd down. Final scene here, 4th quarter, flips the field, 3rd down, need 6. For the Toros, dive to the right, 89's gonna bounce it out to the right side, and turned in and tackled by Darren, and that's a great play to do both things. Turn him in and secure the tackle. 4th and a yard, and a good time to get a stop and some momentum back for the Jags if they could here. Toros have been putting a different youngster in at running back, primarily 89, who now goes up to the tight end spot. In fact, they've got everybody on the line, and 0 will go under center and sneak it and tackle. First down. Got it by a nose. First down. Clock continues to run. 7:35 in the ball game. Jags need a takeaway. 89 back in the backfield for the Toros. 0 with that shiny gold back plate, hanging out his jersey, stays at quarterback, underneath. Long count, and bobbles a snap, handed to 17, nobody home. Soren trying to run with him, and makes the tackle, drives him into the ground, but no defensive end home there. So 1st down again, 6:09 showing, Toros driving, getting their yardage in chunk plays, spots the 20. And another chat from the coach. Everybody ganged in the middle. 0 leans to his left like he wants to open that way. He will. Dive play. 21 back in the backfield. Got room on the side. Brody turns him in. Steps through the tackle. Here he comes the other direction. Soren, last man there. And Soren will tackle him, but he gets across the goal line. 2nd score of the day in for the Toros. 21 has another. Extra point try, 89 stays in the backfield. 0 checks with him. 4:30 and ticking. Toros trying to take it to smooth 16. Dive play to the right, will bounce it outside. And hurdles and jumps in. Darren upends him, but he falls across. And maybe shaken up a bit on the tackle. But it's a 16-point spread. 77 to do the kicking duties for the Toros. He makes his approach, sticks a right foot into it. It's going to find the upline, Grady, north and south, and then shut down after he gets to about the 42. So 2-minute warning has sounded, so likely the last drive for this Jags offense.
Let's go, Jags!
And they're looking for a substitution on the other side of the ball, I think. Or maybe they're set. I formation. Matthew and Brody in the backfield. Darren takes it. Shovels it to Brody. Gonna try the left side. Slips the first tackle. Good. Make a man miss, and the ball comes out. And the Toros pick it up and collect it. Turnover on the first play. So first down for the Toros. Unfortunate turn of events gives them the ball back. 1:57 on the clock and a 2-touchdown lead. And quarterback has to go down for the mishandled snap. Loss of a yard. Second down, high snap over Zero's head, and he finds it. Third down, after a couple mishandled snaps, uncharacteristic. Granted, they are doing a different offense. It's a power eye look now. Put 3 in the backfield and movement from the guard. So 3rd and 20, back into Jag territory, or excuse me, Toro territory. Same formation, and it's a power eye right give coming off the right side. Darren trying to track him, and Darren wraps him up and takes him down. At the 50, it'll be 4th down. It loses the ball, and Darren comes up with it. So Jags have it in midfield. So first down, nobody on top of Sarin. They should just pitch it out here to him, and maybe they will. No, Darren's just gonna keep it and come. 77 trying to run with him. Darren puts a foot in the ground, back to the middle, stiff arm, still going, dodges the next tackle, back to the outside, still trying to pull, still forward, and there he goes. And then with his footing down to the 20-yard line, 11 seconds to go, they'll call a timeout and pause it there at 10. Clock stopped with 8 seconds, spots the 20, and no corners on either receiver. 89, the running back, lurks from the safety spot. We'll see what Darren does with the ball here. And he will give it to Brody. Brody, back to the middle, back to the outside, and Bell trying to find some room. And does, gets past the tackle. 3 can't get him. Brody scores, and the Jags on the board as time expires. I don't know that they'll let him run the extra point since it doesn't matter. It would make the score look a little more affordable. 16-6, so a chance with no time on the game officially done. But they're gonna let him run the extra point, see if they can make it a smooth 8 difference. Fake to Brady, Darren will keep it on the right side, and a tackle effort made but not made, and Darren stretches across. So 16-8, that wraps the game up. But how about the finish from the Jags, showing they can play. Just took them a little long to get the engine going, but maybe they can pick up on this momentum when they start next week. We'll see you guys then.